I really like space around learning. So, and creating a safe, creative space for learners. Um, so it's interesting because I've talked to people about kind of implementation of various different methodologies in terms of how they use space, more open classroom type models and things like that. And I've heard differing opinions from people who've actually tried it out, from teachers who've tried that in the classroom. Because I've always because my background has been in a more kind of non-formal coming into a classroom, I've always been very lucky to be able to deliver. It's usually, just physical space, like being in a hall, so you can have some movement. You can kind of have creative things going on that support the delivery of the kind of more in-depth learning and allow the students to think. And so again, this is a bit more of an ideal situation, but some, and space is again a very broad word, but I do think there's something about creating an environment that where a student feels like they can expand, they can kind of grow into it. We work a lot, like I said, with digital tools, but certainly when we run workshops with our digital tools, we always try and make them part of something bigger. So I think for me, a kind of purely digital space isn't one that I would like to learn in, and it's not one that I think is necessarily the best way for the majority of people to learn in. But I think that that having something where you've got space for very organic ways of doing things, as well as really digital ways of doing things, but that does allow for kind of physicality and movement and expansion, I think is important.